What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jay with Brother Cousin's Toy Reviews, and that's right, I'm back with another one. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1989 Batmobile from JazzInc Dioramas, the test batch version. This was shipped out to myself and 39 others for reasons of quality control. Now, mine did arrive with some issues that seemed to be from packaging and shipping. Mine had some scuffs on the paint, which I was able to buff out a little bit, along with the turbine initially not working, and a few dents. I've also seemed to be missing some silicone parts near the canopy. Now, Yost has recently put out a video addressing these issues and has since adjusted the packaging and shipping, assuring that these issues will be corrected before the first retail batch ships. So now that we've gotten that out the way, let's get to the review. Okay guys, so here I am pulling it out of the plastic for the very first time, and it looks great, guys. It really does. Love how the paint catches the light, but then after thoroughly inspecting it, especially from this side right here, I noticed that there were scuffs and scrapes all on the top of the canopy and on the side of the wheel hub, and you can see it right about here, that big old scratch right there. Now, I was able to buff this out, but it was a big disappointment seeing this straight out of the box. Okay, so here's everything that comes with the JazzInc 1989 Batmobile. First up, you get the turntable. Now, we saw this in the movie, and try to make sure it's in the camera. We saw this in the movie, and this is a good way to put the Batmobile on this podium and turn it around like so, and so you can see it in all this glory. That looks great. Of course, right here we get a couple of things. Now, these look fantastic. These are the little bat emblems that go on the wheels, the hubcaps, the bat hubcaps. Now, Yost did warn me that these are on by magnets at this point, but because this is pretty much like the first batch, the magnets don't hold as well. So he did say that he will be putting some 3M tape on these to make these hold in place. So you guys that will be getting the batch later will be getting the 3M tape to go on these, so they will stick on better. I haven't tried them yet, but I did hear that the magnets were weak. I believe Justin had the same problem. So the magnets are a little weak right now for the way this thing was constructed, but he will be including some 3M so they will hold in place. But we'll try them on later. But yeah, they're really weighty. They're really got some weight to them. So I believe that's why. You also got the bat disc right here. If I can pull those out. Get the bat disc, which these are very heavy. These are not plastic. This feels like die cast. All this stuff is die cast. So which I did not know that. That is amazing. You also get the covers right here for the machine guns, for the Browning machine guns right here. And you can see the chainmail in here. Several differences from the Hot Toys one. Absolutely. The vents and everything. This just looks more realistic. It really does. And these are much bigger. Like, just the size of these things are just, you could just see that this is like, it's almost like a bigger scale. This is almost like another scale. I know this is supposed to be 6 scale, but this is a big figure. So it really shows you, well, big figure, a big vehicle. So this shows you that the Hot Toys version was really under scale. Really was. But yeah, that looks great as well. Also, oh, my favorite, the remote right here with the sweet remote. A very sweet remote. I cannot wait to use this bad boy. It looks just like the one he had in the movie. Just an excellent touch, man. Kudos to JazzInc and Yoast for coming up with this, because this is just fun right here. I'm going to really enjoy this. This is awesome right here. This is like almost worth the price of admission, straight up. It is amazing. You also get the little syringe right here, little syringe for the water vapor to do the whole smoke effect from the engine, from the exhaust. Looks amazing. Can't wait to do that as well. You get this piece right here. I'm not exactly sure what this toe bolt. Oh, I think this is a magnet. This is a magnet to open all the little sections around it as well. You got that. Moving along, you got the power adapter right here. You got your power adapter. That looks great. And you also got the shin breakers, which look fantastic. And you see those metal bolts in there like that. Totally different than what we got from Hot Toys. Once again, this thing has a lot of weight to it, and it is really heavy. You're really getting a premium product with this purchase right here. Really showing the difference. I'm really seeing the difference between the Hot Toys and this one. Absolutely. You get a universal charger right here. For all you people that are in different countries and stuff like that. So that looks cool. Real cool looking universal charger right there. You also got the steering wheel. Let's get it out the plastic, like so. You got the steering wheel, and that looks great. Fully die cast, and it looks amazing, guys. It just, like I said, premium here. Premium feel. Premium stuff right here. You also got the chain right there. This chain goes on the lower portion of the Batmobile. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. And of course, you got the back hood compartment of the Batmobile. This looks great. Already looks amazing. Once again, just look at that. Look at this shine. Look at this shine. Look at the painting on that. Look how it just shimmers. Look at that. That looks amazing. Really looks good, guys. You can see the little vent work in there. Damn, that looks good. Once again, premium stuff. Premium stuff, guys. You also get some tools right here. Not gonna pull those out, but you get a little screwdriver, Allen wrenches, and all that good stuff to put this bad boy together. Speaking of putting this bad boy together, let's go ahead and dress this thing up, shall we? Okay guys, so when I got this out the box, initially the turbine did not work at all. I was hitting number 5 on the remote and I wouldn't get nothing. Couldn't understand why it wasn't working, because they did test it, but for some reason, I guess with it being jostled around all across the world, somehow, I don't know if something became loose or what, but it just wasn't working at all. Then something told me to go ahead and like spin the motor, the actual blades of the turbine around. And you can hear it's on a motor. So after I did this for a couple of seconds, I started hitting the number 5 button on the remote, and magically it started working. So that's one of the issues that we found in this test batch, which is, this is why this is a test batch, to find out all these issues. But as you can see, the turbine is working right now, and it's been working ever since. Okay guys, so now we're gonna look at the machine guns, and the pop tops off with the magnet, just like the Hot Toys one does. And then here's the guns. And that's another problem that people were having with this batch. The guns weren't staying, the machine guns weren't staying up by themselves. Even with this one, this one sits up pretty well, but the click, it should be a stronger click, a hold with it. I mean, I feel like if I tap it, it'll fall right down, which that is a problem that needs to be fixed. Initially, when I started my review, I didn't mess with the machine guns like that at first. I didn't. It's just not one of my favorite features, honestly. But it's real cool to have. It's essential to the 89, of course. But when I heard people were having that problem, I went and checked mine, and then I was like, yeah, that is a problem, because mines don't hold up very well. This one holds up okay, and this is on the right side of the vehicle. The left side of the vehicle, that one don't hold up too good. It doesn't. So that is something that definitely needs work. But the overall look of the machine guns, they look good. The ammo belt looks good, looks great. I just wish the barrels, I just wish it was die cast. That's the thing. I wish these pieces were die cast, you know, giving it that real premium feel. It should have been die cast, in my opinion. Okay guys, so here we are. We're going to be assembling the bat signal hubcaps. And here's the bat signal hubcaps right here. They have a little magnet on the back, and we're going to put them on the wheels, but first we have to use these little magnets. These little magnets were included, and they go on like so. Just like that. Then you put the bat signal on, and I will admit they are kind of weak, but they do go on. They do stick on, but you gotta angle it just right. But yeah, they are a little weak. Hopefully that's something that will be addressed in the next batch. So next up, we're gonna open the side panel for the bat disc. And you take the bat disc and you slide them in. Works just like the Hot Toys version, honestly. And there it is for the bat disc. The bat discs were never my favorite feature of any of the Batmobiles, but it's there if you want it. Close just like so. Okay, so to install the shin breaker, you gotta use the little magnetic dongle that they've given you right here. And it slides out very easy. Take the shin breaker, make sure it's lined up real nice. Make sure that's in. There it is. And there you have it. The shin breaker is installed. And let's be honest, who really is going to use this? Okay, for this segment, we're going to put in the bat grapple hook or whatever the hell. So we just go ahead. Oh, and I got one already installed. So now we'll see how we pull it out. Take the tweezers that have been supplied to you right here, and you just grab it like so. I mean, honestly, not my favorite feature at all, to be quite honest. I mean, but I know a lot of people may want this just to have it, but I don't see me using this at all. And it kind of just sits there, kind of, you know, it just hangs out there like that. But yeah, I mean, it was in the movie, so I can see why people would want it, but I don't think I'll be displaying mine, you know, with those hooks there. So I'll just go ahead, close it back up like so, and just put it back in here where it can rest in, just like that. Okay, so here's the fun part. We're gonna lift off the back hatch to put the water in the water vapor chamber so we can have the smoke from the exhaust. And that's gonna look cool. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna show you how to do that. Just lifts off just like so. And you take some Allen wrenches here and you go ahead and lift this portion off. Okay, so you see there's a little cover over the little spigot where you would put the water in. You use a syringe to put the water in. Now I already put a lot of water in this tank already. So for me, I really don't need to go ahead and use this syringe and fill this up again, but you get the drift. Pour the water in there, make sure the syringe is completely filled to 5 milliliters, and then there you go. You'll be able to get some smoke out of this thing. Okay, so there we go. I know that ass anywhere. You also, right here is where where you actually see the smoke come out of naturally. They also give you this little cap right here just to make it, you know, a little bit more film accurate there for you. If you're not going to use the vapor chamber and the exhaust smoke and all that. So they give you that right there. But there's also one thing that I noticed about these pipes down here at the bottom. I noticed this pipe right here on the what is this, on my left. I noticed that this one is this way. They're all kind of turned different ways, and I don't know how accurate that is, because I know this one is turned this way, that one's turned that way, and they are turned a little different. I don't know if that's the way it was in the movie. I don't know. But I know somebody actually pointed that out on one of the JazzInc forums, JazzInc Diorama forums. I think it was in the JazzInc Diorama Facebook group that they actually pointed that out. So I'm not sure how accurate that is. It's really super persnickety, stuff like that I don't care about, because like I said, being a car guy, I've seen those pipes turned and put on all kinds of ways. So, I mean, it's not a big deal to me, but I'm pointing it out just in case that's something that does need to be corrected in the next batch. Now that has been my review of the 1989 Batmobile from JazzInc Dioramas. Now remember, this is the test batch version, and yes, it does have some flaws. But even with those flaws, I still feel that this is the best 89 Batmobile that money can buy. With features such as a water vapor chamber for the smoke exhaust, a highly detailed cockpit with LED lights, die-cast parts all through the structure of the vehicle, a replica bat remote that controls several LED functions and light up features, and with a spinning turbine, and let's not forget a high quality paint job that looks exactly like what we saw on the screen. All this makes this the ultimate version of the 1989 Batmobile. Now the question is it really worth $1,800 out the door? Honestly, that's for you to decide. You know your own budget better than I do. The Hot Toys version is a great piece in its own right, and it pretty much costs half of what this one costs. But if you're looking for something more premium and dreamed of owning your own 1989 Batmobile, then this is probably the closest that you'll get to having the real thing. But remember, act your wage. Who really cares about what I think? Don't let no one sway your opinions. If you think it's too expensive, then don't buy it. You don't like what I've shown here today? Then don't buy it. But I can assure you that someone else will. Now that's my opinion, but let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, bang that bell for notifications, and all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And we are out.